Ooh. Yeah. Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome. Yeah, we're live. We are live coming at you. We're live coming at you at the 23 Moto podcast. I am your host, Michael Corley, along with the other host, Robbie Corley. Yes, we are brothers. If you're new to this channel, we are brothers.
No, we're not.
I was brother, I guess. Not anymore.
We're not.
That, you know, it'd be
Different
funny.
dad, different mom. We're not brothers.
You know, it'd be funny is if like that was actually like a long con and like we were just joking around and like we just happen to have the same last name.
We look so much alike, but
That would be pretty funny. Anyways, welcome into the 23 Moto podcast.
Stay on Top Media once says do a backflip.
No, we had a gnarly weekend at Fox Raceway. The results we thought: Hayden Deegan getting the win in 250s.
Knew that was gonna happen.
Jet Lawrence getting the win in the 450s.
Called it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Did you call Jet?
Called Jet, then Eli.
Yeah, that was a good battle.
Yep.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that to the 450s.
Good.
Good battle overall. Fun weekend. I mean, it was finally good to get motocross back and to get everything kind of established. And
I'll tell you what was good to have.
What?
Have Jet versus Eli.
I think that is going to be the summer
100%.
blockbuster. You know how you
100%.
get like really good summer blockbuster movies?
No, dude. Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore.
Jet versus Eli is going to be the blockbuster of all summer.
Are you taking us back to like when you're 11?
Yeah. When you were 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 1 year older.
My birthday.
Your birthday is coming up, dude.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, but we should have a podcast before your birthday. So
Yeah, Sunday.
yeah. Okay.
We should start doing these every Sunday, dude.
You know what I will say though? That Sunday would be a good idea. Is we need to make sure audio is good. Is anybody saying audio is not good?
No,
We're good?
Everybody's. Nope, nobody's saying anything.
Last time we went through this, we didn't have audio, and that was not fun. I went through half a freaking show.
Stay on Top Media says buzzkill, so I'm assuming you heard me when I said
Yeah.
no to a backflip.
No backflip. So, hey, if you want to get the best fuel on the market, where do you go?
So just go down to your local 7-Eleven and keep passing it. Just keep going. Keep going.
Hashish is not.
Until you find a guy on the corner holding.
Oh, yeah, there is a can right there. You actually can grab it. Yep. Here you go. Here. Yep. That's pliers. Don't grab those. We need a. Yep. Here you go. Here you go. It's full. It's full.
You just drive, keep on past 7-Eleven until you see a guy on the corner named Kyle. He'll be holding like 10 of these and just buy from him directly.
It's a dude named Kyle. He doesn't have his mullet anymore, though. I wish he did have his mullet. That'd be kind of funny. He does have his mustache.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to get rid of that. If you want the best fuel on the market, ETS Racing Fuel.
That's
if
right.
you're in Temecula, like this area, Murrieta, AEO Power Sports has it.
Yep.
You could go on their website and I believe find dealer locators, stuff like that. Stan Benson Racing, I think, is also a distributor. There's like a few different ways that you can get it.
ETS, brother.
ETS Racing Fuel. If you guys want to get anything online, motorsport.com, go out there, get some stuff.
I used my motorsport
Hat.
hat today.
Well,
It came in clutch, dude. It was amazing.
it's good. I have
Kept
my
the
straw.
sun out of my face and off my neck.
I was walking around with my straw hat over the weekend and it was a leopard print and I felt kind of weird.
Yeah. I
But
should have just borrowed mine, dude.
I know I should have. The
It was a
American
little
flag.
funny. I was
Um,
actually able to spot you out from pretty far away just because of the hat.
Then it was good.
To
That was
find you, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a little arrow like on top of my head.
How many other media guys made fun of you because of that hat?
Not one single person did.
No?
Not one.
They didn't even look your direction?
They probably did without telling me.
You probably got sniped by pictures by somebody.
That's okay. I'm fine with it. That's
I'm
fine.
sure.
If you're still taking pictures of me.
Swap was over there just in the corner.
No, it's just pa, 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 pa. If you want the best exhaust on the market, Yoshimura. Do you have a Yoshimura on your bike? I have a Yoshimura on my
Freaking
bike.
love it, dude.
I
I love that exhaust.
Yoshimura Powered Rider won the 450 class. Just saying.
That's right.
Of all the others.
Robbie Corley.
Luxon clamps. If you guys are out there for clamps, they have engine mounts now that are coming out. So if you want some engine mounts, go out there too.
Don't have it.
I don't either. I have different engine mounts on mine.
But you got Luxon clamps.
I do have Luxon clamps. They're freaking nice.
They
dude.
look really good.
They like legitimately are really good.
They look really
and
good.
really nice.
I might just take mine off and just spray paint mine a different color just to make it look like
But I'll get you a sticker
A
that
Luxon
says
sticker.
Luxon, and then
Yeah.
you could like spray paint the logo.
Yeah.
And then any of your bag needs and stuff like that, they're still trying to get their. I found out like the Albec Co is trying to get their distribution set up out here, and so once they get that established, you guys will be able
Where?
to get gear bags. I can't say yet.
No, like
They're out of
United
Australia.
States. You know what I'm saying? In
Yes.
the United States, but
Yeah, yeah.
local, pretty
Mhm.
close.
Mhm.
Nice. That'd be sick.
But they're trying to get their. I mean, the problem is tariffs right now, so it's like screwing everything up,
Dude.
But anyways, if
In
you're
the
out
industry
there,
that I work in,
oh, it's bad.
it's insane,
Bad.
dude.
So if you're out there watching this, support those companies. They support us being able to be able to bring these things to you. So, what'd you think? What do you think of the race?
Hello, Ty Davis. How is everything?
What's up?
I am not Ty Davis, but everything's great.
Ty Davis. He said hi, Ty Davis, or Ty said it.
Hello, Ty Davis. How is everything?
Oh, Ty might be on the Instagram live or something.
Oh yeah.
Ty's a mechanic.
Anyways, this weekend
Yeah, tell me about it.
was incredible, dude.
Tell me about it.
It was everything that I ever dreamed of.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Tomac pushing Jet to the very edge of his limit.
Was he at his limit?
Yes, he was.
Jet was not at his limit.
You don't think he was pushed?
Nope.
You don't
Hey,
think he was pushed?
I think he was pushed for his first race back.
Let
I
me
don't think
ask
he
you
was at his
something.
limit.
Jet, you don't think he was at his limit?
I don't think Jet was at his limit.
Then
I really
if
don't.
Jet wasn't at his limit, he would have gapped him a lot farther.
But he kept gapping him as
And
Eli
Eli
got
kept
close.
reeling him back in.
but he kept leaving him.
Because Jet had certain sections that he was fast at. Eli had sections that he was faster at.
1,000%, 100%.
So,
You're-
yeah.
yeah. It's-
Guaranteed, and I'm calling it right now, Eli pushed Jet close to his limit.
That's kind of rude if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Even
have to push.
Jet didn't admit it in the press conference, but he did say it. He said, "I'm glad he didn't push me. He didn't push me further."
Well, Jet, he seems like he's the type that like knows the right thing to say at the right times,
I don't know,
and
dude.
so
I don't know.
is like it's one of those things where it's like I saw like being there in person. You could see every single time, like I was there in person, you were there in person, and every single time that Eli was getting close or he was kind of like gaining time on him, Jet would just kind of turn and say, "I'm out of here." Like I'm going to turn it on a
In
little
certain
bit.
sections, yes, he turned it on a little bit, but
Dude, there
Eli
was
went
a
in
section-
sections. Eli would reel him back in.
There was a section in the back where you came over the finish line table and you made that
Right-hander?
the right hander and those like roller things right there. I swear to God,
Oh,
it
the
looked
fast
like,
rollers.
dude. I swear I thought he was like he looked like he was floating on a cloud.
Who? Eli
Jet.
or Jet? Both of
No,
them did.
Eli is just powers through.
I got some freaking video of that of Eli and Jet going through that section.
It's badass.
It's sick, dude.
Dude, it's like that
It's
section. That section's super cool. I really love that. Like, I mean, I love the racing. I thought
The
Fox,
track was trash though, dude.
it held up better than it has.
Yes, the track layout I thought was okay. It was better than I thought it was going to be, but the track held up. I mean,
You know, I was
it was
bummed out
Rut
about.
City, dude.
I was hoping there was like an outside corner that they could go where that new section is, where they took out the big table.
Yeah.
I was hoping that outside section was going to be one that people just railed like crazy.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Nobody ever really did it.
Everybody
And I was
went
like,
inside.
well, Eli went outside a couple times to
Did he?
try and
Oh,
try and
I
chase
see.
Jet. But he never really got him.
It was good, dude. It was good. It was some really good racing.
So I'll get back to the 450s in a second. I do want to talk about the 250s.
Yeah, Juju.
Juju looked good.
Dude,
He
if-
faded a little bit
Yes,
towards
if-
the end.
halfway
Yeah.
through, if he gets his cardio up, I think he's going to be a contender.
Did you see what he posted on his story today?
It was me.
No.
No.
It was, I hope not. Because the girl what she was doing, I hope that wasn't you.
Oh, what?
Dude, he posted on his
Somebody
story.
hacked his Instagram?
No. It was him. He posted it. If you haven't seen this and you follow Julian Beaumer, go to his Instagram story. It's
Dang,
freaking
I'm in the
hilarious.
comments, dude.
He goes,
What's up, Danny?
he is training at Beaumont. There's like an outdoor track at Beaumont that's
Yeah.
like similar to Hangtown or whatever, has like similar characteristics to it.
Okay.
And I think it might have been his girlfriend. There was a girl that was at the top of a very hill top of the hill, and it said distraction training. And it was a girl looking away from the camera and flashing him.
Oh, she did that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I swear.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, it
All
was
right. Good job,
dude.
Juju.
I was like, Juju freaking posted that, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like,
good.
heck yeah. But
That's actually pretty sick.
I knew, and I should have called him for higher in the podium, or I don't even know if I called Shimoda for a podium or not.
Shimoda, I didn't.
Dude, he's
I
crushing
didn't.
it.
He was doing really good, dude.
Like and looking at what he's doing and how he's riding, and I think he can carry that, especially at the West Coast rounds. I think he can really carry this momentum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody touches Hayden.
I think he's got a lot of pressure on him too.
Oh, I have a story I'll get to. Don't.
Okay. Well, I think Shimoda's got a lot of pressure on him too, because I think he might be leaving Honda this year.
Yeah, but like that's not final.
No, it's not final. I'm just
Yeah.
saying this is all he said, she said thing. But
And did you see he left Myrtle? Or he's like
did?
Yeah, there's something about like he's trying to leave Myrtle, or he's in talks to leave Myrtle, something along those lines. Your freaking thing was so funny.
Which one?
Lucas lurking.
Lucas lurking.
Oh my
You think
God,
Lucas was lurking? Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to the security guard and all that stuff. I want to
We'll
talk
get to
about
that post.
Yeah. But like seeing Juju and Shimoda. Hayden rode incredible. I mean, for Hayden to be able to do it,
The story's gone.
which one? Oh, he deleted
Danny,
it. Damn,
my fellow
dude.
Cowie guy. Yeah,
Dude, I'm
Cowie
bummed.
gang for life.
Bummed he
Danny
freaking
says,
deleted that.
just check Juju's story. It's gone.
Why, dude? That's so much fun.
Maybe
Like,
he got
leave it.
hate from it. I don't know. Maybe sponsors. Maybe KTM. Maybe his media guy got on there and said, "Nope."
Yeah, and probably,
it off.
I don't know. I thought it was classic.
Have
though.
some fun, dude.
But Hayden Deegan being able to do that from a little ways back, he wasn't like far back, but I think he started the first moto in 5th.
He didn't get good starts.
No, the starts were not there. And you could kind of tell his starts were not going to be there when you know how they do that warm up start, like up on the gate, like right before qualifying or whatever. They'll give you that like 5 minutes to like do your starts.
Yeah,
you could tell he didn't have it completely dialed, similar to what some of the other guys did.
Okay,
but he didn't matter. He came through the pack. He rode his ass off, and it's one of the greatest rides I've seen from a 250 rider. Like, it not like coming through the like 20th place to first or anything like that, but like being able to navigate that track,
fast, dude.
Dude, being able to navigate that track is not easy. To make passes, to change lines, all that stuff, like, it's, to me, is crazy.
I said it. I said his style fits him way more outdoors, and it does.
1000%.
It literally does.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I don't know. He does amazing at Supercross, but I think he might need to change up his style a little bit, and I think he could be even better at Supercross.
What?
I
Like,
don't know why my voice sounds like this. I'm getting over being sick, by the way.
what is your favorite characteristic when you like look at a pro rider? Is there one thing that like sticks out to you more than anything else? Like, do you see something
do I like?
You see Tomac and he goes quote unquote beast mode, right? Yep. But like, is that like the best thing that a rider can have, or is it like the not give a crap attitude? Like,
I like
Deegan
the not
has?
give a crap attitude that Deegan has. I like the beast mode that Eli has, but I also really like the smoothness that Jet and Prado have.
Could you build your favorite rider?
Oh yeah.
Save that thought.
Oh, I could for sure.
I like that.
It'd be Jet Lawrence
and
Eli Tomac and James Stewart.
Oof, that's a good Mount Rushmore of all time best riders.
Smoke everybody. Ricky Carmichael, who?
Yeah,
like, you would never go undefeated outdoors again, Carmichael.
Yeah, I know. So on I would say, who else? Chance Hymas.
Shout out Supercross Voices,
dude. Chance Hymas. Yes, shout out Supercross Voices.
I got some cool pictures of Chance.
Where is it? So Chance ended up in getting in 4th.
He crashed.
Yeah, I know. It kind of
first moto or second moto?
Vial, second. Ooh, damn, now first.
Was it first moto? First.
Yeah. Thank you, Ethan.
Jamie in the corner.
And Garrett Marchbanks, I was definitely shocked by Kitchen. One with his ride, but also he lost a chain. So that was the other thing, Levi Kitchen. So that's why he DNF'd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lost a chain. The chain derailed.
Dude, you know what sucks about going to the races?
You don't know.
Both of you can contest to this. When I left there, I didn't know who got third place in the 450s. I
have no idea.
I didn't know who got third place in the 250s. I had no freaking clue until I had to watch the race later.
Yeah, I know. I went up to Ivan Tedesco and I was like, hey, how'd the race go? I'm like, I'm sorry I'm even asking that, because I don't know where anybody finishes out of first and second. But like, really first, you don't really know until you watch the race back. I didn't know who finished on third until I saw them go on the podium. I was like, oh shit, Vial.
Yeah.
Like,
I was literally texting my wife on the way home.
Give me updates.
I said, no, I didn't have any service there, dude. I was telling her though, I was like, I have to watch the race. I was like, I do not know who finished what place.
Dude, I was disappointed in Masterpool, Kitchen, Ryder D.
Let me ask you this.
Like, those three I was disappointed in.
Who got that shot of Masterpool coming out of that corner and launched that thing?
He did on my channel, but like the one that we posted.
Yeah,
he did.
That's the legit one, isn't it?
Yeah, but like,
I'm seeing it reposted everywhere. So
no, but other people got it too.
Okay,
you know, like there was a couple people.
That was sick.
He freaking shot out like a rocket.
Yeah, but did he mean to do that?
I don't think he did.
Did he just get whiskey throttle and just went over it? Or was he trying? Because where he landed, looks like he landed on the other side of the knuckle when it was going up in the rollers.
I think he just said,
it looks like, dude, I don't know what he did, but it was rad.
It was badass,
freaking cool.
It was
Masterpool's sick at outdoors though. That's his thing.
Dude, when we were at Paris today, I was watching him. I'm like, he doesn't look that good.
That's Paris though.
No, I know, but like, he doesn't look that good at Fox. Like, you know, like, it's like, is this a pattern? Like,
is it a PC thing?
I don't know. But I mean, Hammaker looked pretty good.
Come to. Oh, I couldn't say. I said it's a PC thing. I was about to say, come to Cowie.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I was Volan getting a good ride, like, or a good finish. Like, that was pretty good. Moseman did definitely better than I thought.
Who, Josh or Michael?
No, I don't even know where Josh, but Michael Moseman and
Josh did great too.
Yeah, so I was surprised that those guys did, what they did. So getting to my
Danny
story,
wants to know: are you going to be up in Hangtown this weekend?
I'm not going to Hangtown.
Ethan to be up at Hangtown?
Nope, he ain't going to Hangtown. You're not going to Hangtown. I'm going to Arizona for a freaking baby shower.
Yeah, it's my birthday weekend, so
so I was supposed to go to the birthday party. I'm sadly not, but we'll take you out for your birthday. So you get 2 birthdays.
Dude, just bails on my 40th.
You get 2 birthday parties.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
So
I expect 2 really good presents.
I have a funny story.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there with...
Where are you sitting?
On the podium, like right after the 250s finished, and it was the overall.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to Brian Deegan.
Oh,
and dude, I was dying. He looks at me, he goes, is it you or your partner that always talks shit on Hayden? And I was like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, it's you. I know it's you. I'm like, what are you talking? I'm like, no, I don't talk shit on Hayden. And he goes, no, it's your partner. It's your partner. I'm like, my brother? And he goes, yeah, your brother said Hayden's not going to do something or something like that. What? And he saw something that we posted.
I've never said Hayden's not going to do anything though.
Like something about how like I think maybe you said he wasn't going to finish somewhere. I don't know what he saw.
Every time we've called a race, I said Hayden's going to win.
I don't know what he saw.
I don't care what you saw, Brian. If you got a problem, bring it on.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I swear to God, like I told Duff, I'm like, Brian told me this. And I'm like, I don't think he knows what he's watching.
I'm a fan of Hayden.
And I was like, yeah, that's all. I was like, I don't know if and he goes, no. You guys are 100% in our corner. I'll tell Brian. And I'm like, all right. But I was dying. Care, I thought it was freaking funny, dude.
The only thing I ever said was that incident that happened with Cole. That was it.
Maybe that's what it was. It had to have been that. What else could it have been?
And everybody took what I said the wrong way because I probably said it the wrong way, but not the way I actually meant it.
But that's probably what he saw.
I always say Hayden's going to smoke everybody, dude.
He is, and he's going to continue to.
And you can go through every video we've ever posted. It'll never change.
It was funny though when he said it.
Or maybe parts where I said, I want Juju to win.
Yeah, but
I'd rather Juju to win.
But I want Juju to win, but it's not because I don't want Hayden to do well. It's just because I like Julian.
Yeah.
Like it's nothing against him. I will say though, Hayden is starting to win me over a lot. That dude has given me, and I posted it on my story because everybody was like claiming that I glazed Deegan and all this stuff. I tend to gravitate towards people that treat me well. And so,
of course,
if a rider treats me well, there's riders. We all know the Eli Tomac story is if you don't treat me well, I don't want to do anything. I don't want anything to do with you. And so Hayden has been super gracious with me. Brian and I sat there on media day and talked for like 12 minutes about Hayden getting bigger. I don't know if you saw that, but he has like a bigger stature and like stuff like that. And he even said, he goes, yeah, like he got bigger and he kind of went too big. And so like we had to kind of like tone it back down a little bit.
Because he's trying to get jacked. Do you see who's at the races with him?
Who? The girl?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I didn't know about that. And then I posted my interview with him and I'm getting like all these comments saying Brecky Hill. It's Brecky. Brecky Hill is like, oh, it's crazy that Brecky Hill's with Hayden.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know. I swear to God, I don't know. I didn't know who that was. And all of a sudden, like I found out like, oh, she's a model. And,
well, that's how I found out, was because everybody was talking about it. But this isn't the first time they talked about it. People brought this up.
That's like a thing
during Supercross. You know what I mean? Like
that they were hanging out.
Yeah, their names were mixed with each other.
Oh, and so I don't know. So, but like Brian said that they're trying to get Hayden built up for 450s. And so like, but it's, he needs a little bit of time, but like after this summer, dude, he'll defend in Supercross and then he's up, dude. And then, I mean, whether they actually do that or not, I don't know, but that's what everybody would think. You know what I mean? But I was
here. Wraps up the title soon,
dude, and rides 450s.
And then rides 450s for a couple of races.
Dude, I would love that so much.
Yeah,
I want
straight
Hayden
up against Jet.
Dude, I want Hayden to freaking ride a 450 so
imagine
bad,
Jet,
dude.
Eli, and Hayden all in one race?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
It would.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm just like imagining in my head, I'm gonna reminisce on this one. Not reminisce. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Daydream. I'm daydreaming about it. No, I don't want to say fantasize when it comes to dudes.
You want to fantasize about
that's a little weird. Not really.
I mean, you can
That's not
say it, dude. I know how you feel about Eli. So.
Shut up, dude. I don't. Not a big fan.
You don't feel about Eli?
No, not a fan. So overall on the 250 class,
Danny says, love him or hate him. If he starts inside the top 5 and doesn't take himself out, I don't think anyone beats him. No way.
Who?
Hayden?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No. If he starts, I would say he could finish 12th or not finish. He could start 12th and he would still make his way to first.
It's pushing it, but
like around there, right?
It.
Like around there. I don't know. I just think that dude.
I think at some tracks, yes, but some tracks are going to favor other people over Hayden.
What track though? Like
There'll
what?
Be something, dude.
I don't know what.
I mean, he could be perfect at every track. I don't know, but there's got to be something.
What weak part?
He didn't go undefeated last season.
No, I know, but like, what weak part of his riding does Hayden have? Where is his weakness? Himself. What would his weakness be? Himself
pushing himself.
But
that's it.
But he's doing well. Like, I don't know. Like, is it really a weakness? You know what I mean? Like
pushing himself. I don't know. He probably should give some advice to Chase.
Oh, dude. We'll get to that. We're almost there.
When Jet Lawrence is out there.
We're almost there. We're almost to 450s. We're almost done. With 250s.
Cabra vibes for sure, Moto Bros.
Yes, yeah, dude. He does have some Blake Baggett vibes for sure.
That's one dude that was sick at outdoors.
I saw him there at Fox Raceway. Yeah, he was just walking around.
He lives over here, doesn't he?
Yeah. His kid's racing and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
But overall, I don't think anybody touches Hayden. It was a hell of a ride. I loved it. The guys were freaking pinned the whole time. Which I do love about watching the 250 guys. I mean, some of the 450 guys do it too, but when you watch the 250 class, it's like everybody's revving like crazy.
In that rev limiter the whole time, just
and everybody's doing it. It's not like Hayden. Hayden used to be the only one. Like you could hear his bike over everybody else's. Everybody's doing.
That's because they're trying to ride like him. Just saying, they're just trying to ride like him. Trying to be just a Justin Barsha.
Oh, I feel so bad for Barsha,
dude. I saw a video of Barsha hitting this big ass triple in Hangtown 2015.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he launched it.
Yeah, it was good.
And then it came up short.
Yeah, cased it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was gnarly, dude.
So moving on from the 250s, let's get into the 450s. Okay. Let me run through the top 10 real quick.
All right.
Okay?
So back to the 450s. Here we go. Chase Sexton. It's a mental game when Jet Lawrence is on the gate.
Well, hold on. Let me go through the top 10. Okay.
All right.
Jet Lawrence, Eli Tomac, Hunter Lawrence, AP, Justin Cooper, Prado, Ando.
Wait, what Prado get?
6th overall.
Not bad.
And then Ando 7th, Savachi, which is kind of impressive. RJ, not bad. Dude, not bad. Your first 450, that wasn't bad. I know it's not where you wanted to finish. I know you were disappointed. I talked to you off camera. You were disappointed, but
he killed it, dude.
It's not bad.
He did so good.
Benoit Patrel. I always forget his last name.
That's the guy that came over, right?
Yeah, Suzuki. The Suzuki dude that like you said
he did good, dude.
Yeah, dude, he did really good. Finishing 10th. Valentin Guillaume.
That's another one.
Yep. He got 11th. Grant Harlan, dude.
Another XGP guy. I'm just kidding.
Shout out old 23. He was 23 last year. Is Grant Harlan finishing well? I mean, he finished ahead of a whole bunch of dudes. But that was impressive. I mean, I think definitely those MXGP guys that came over that were riding and finishing where they did was super impressive.
Yeah.
Tomac doing what he did. I mean, I helmet off Eli. I don't like helmet on Eli is a freaking badass.
You got to take that one incident that happened and just put it behind you.
I'll never forget it.
Just put it behind you.
If he made me feel insignificant.
I understand that, but you were taking it so personally that it was directed directly just at you, and it wasn't.
Don't care.
You know what I mean?
Don't care.
That's like somebody coming in a room full of 10 people and being like, everybody leaves. You're like, yep, I don't like you. That was directed at me.
I'm never gonna.
But it wasn't.
I don't care.
What if he comes up to you and just wants to give a big hug?
Then I'll be fine. But until then, I hate the guy.
All right, Eli Tomac, which is never gonna happen. I wish it would. If next time you see my brother, just walk up to him, just give him a big hug, dude.
I'll take the big hug, dude. I'll be fine with it. So, anyways, helmet on.
Try
Eli.
to take something from him for me too.
Like
his hat or something.
Yeah, just you rip it. I'll get his glasses.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But Tomac was freaking incredible. I mean, Jet, Eli, and Hunter all coming back from injury.
Yeah.
And doing what they did is freaking impressive.
Dude, it's really, really
like
good.
It's 100%.
And all the guys that have been there all year, they just smoked them all.
I know. It's like it's freaking
that just
crazy.
shows how their calibers. They're just way.
They're significantly in light years ahead. And I don't know how if Eli finishes, even if say Eli doesn't win the championship, if he finishes second or third, how the hell does Star Racing not just re-sign him?
Money.
I know, but like,
where do you find the money at? You can't just pull it out of your ass.
I don't know. Bobby Reagan got to be a pretty. I don't know, dude.
Especially with Hayden moving up, because I think he wants to sign a 2-year deal.
Yeah, and like,
I don't want him going to KTM, dude. I really don't.
But I think that's just
I don't think
going
out
to pasture deal.
Yeah, but I don't think it'd be good for him.
I don't know, man.
I don't.
You see the new latest rumor?
Yeah, I like him to go to Ducati as well.
Prado going, or not Prado, Anderson going to Ducati?
Not that. I thought he was going to club or something.
That's what Pulp said. Pulp seemed pretty, or Mathis seemed pretty set.
He's got some pretty good,
for sure he does.
Pretty good sources.
Yeah, and so I'm like, oh damn, man, like maybe there's more.
Because he would take less money.
Who?
Anderson? Yeah.
To go to Ducati?
Yeah.
Then club? You mean?
No, what I'm saying is they could pay Anderson the amount that Anderson would take compared to Eli. You know what I mean? I'm sure Eli wants a lot more money. But how much money, dude? Eli's got so much money. How much is it? When does it come to a point where you're like, dude, I'm solid. I just want to race for a good team.
So I think the problem is that some of these companies don't want to pay that dollar amount for somebody that's on the back nine of their career. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you mean, dude? He's out front.
I think he's going to be done soon.
You can't really say that though, because you just said how does Star not resign him?
But like age is undefeated, right? Father time is undefeated.
Yeah, but it's Eli Tomac, dude. He's still showing that he's done amazing.
I get it. But if I'm looking at it and I have to invest millions of dollars in somebody, and I'm like, oh, if there's any doubt in my mind that I have to spend $10 million of you or $5 million on this guy, and I have no doubts on this guy, and I have some doubts on this guy, and I have to spend $5 million more, I'm like,
Okay, so let me ask you this. Who other than Eli would be a good replacement? Who would you pick?
For Yamaha?
Yeah. Who would you pick?
They won't have anybody.
For Ducati, for Cowie, for Club, whatever it is. Who is a better choice than Eli?
That
is not signed.
That's a good question.
No one.
I think I would have to think of that. That's a damn good question.
There's nobody. Jet's taken. Hunter's taken.
Yeah.
Right?
So the only guys that are moving on,
I'm just saying,
is
RJ's
I would take Mookie over Tomac.
You would take Mookie over Tomac?
I would take Mookie over Tomac. Yep.
Are you listening to this?
I would take Mookie over Tomac.
Are you serious?
Might be my personal belief against
Yeah, just because that's like one of your favorite guys, though.
I do. I love Mookie, dude.
I'm just saying, if you put Mookie and Eli straight up on a track, who's winning?
Eli.
Then why would you not take Eli?
Because I'm worried. I'm not talking about this year. I'm not talking about right now. I'm not talking about
the guy gets faster every year.
Does he?
Yes, he does. By the year 2030, he's going to be lapping everybody by 2 minutes.
No, yeah. Could
you imagine?
That would be crazy.
2015 Eli Tomac.
Hangtown. I think so. Yamaha
90-second lead.
Yamaha has Cooper Webb, Justin Cooper in 450s for Supercross, right? Like, so fast
Justin
forward.
Cooper's doing great, by the way.
I know he did fantastic, and he's super nice, dude. He's another guy that's
I've never met him.
But you have, you know who's really kind of nice, and I'm kind of bouncing back to 250s.
Team Fried Ducati
is Jordan Smith, super cool guy.
Oh,
super cool. We were sitting there eating lunch, like at the press conference or whatever, and like him and I were talking about the 450, the Triumph 450, and stuff like that. Like, it was just a good time. So, if you look at Eli Tomac and where the problem that I have is not this year. My problem is at some point, my belief is Father Time is undefeated. At some point, Eli Tomac is going to have a downfall, right?
Of course, everybody would at some point,
right? All of them will. And so
I just don't think that time is now in the next year or two.
I wouldn't, maybe not in the next year, but in 2 years, it's like
2027.
Because then it's like, okay, if you tie up all that money and you have somebody that's coming up from like 250s, or you have somebody that you can sign that you no longer can because you spent that money. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying.
Like,
I get what you're saying, but your odds having Eli race on your team compared to this dude, some dude over here, you're going with Eli.
I do think that he would be a perfect candidate to help develop a team like Ducati or Triumph.
Yeah, he could be an ambassador for Ducati.
No, not even just that, but like he's a good bridge guy, right?
A test guy?
No.
Does he test really well?
No, but you know how like there's bridge guys.
I think he does because he rides by himself. He has to test.
He probably does. But you know how there's bridge guys where like you want somebody like Triumph. They had Jalik Swoll and Jordan Smith as their first 250 riders or something like that, I think. They're bridge guys, right? And then you go for your home run hitter eventually, right?
Right.
I don't think Eli is a home run hitter yet, or not yet, but I think he's no longer a home run hitter because you're not like trying to set up. Here's what I mean. You have Jet Lawrence.
Choose your words wisely, dude.
You have
John
Jet
Tomac
Lawrence
is coming after you.
When you go to sign Jet Lawrence and Hunter Lawrence, you're like, okay, I'm set up for 5 years, right? Like I know these are my guys for 5 years or whatever, right? You got in their prime, all that kind of stuff. He's kind of on the downside of it, right? So you need somebody to come in, help build that program that's established. That's why they got Antonio Caroli. It's the same. That's my exact point.
Well, he's an ambassador, yeah.
But he rides GPs. He races GPs. You know what I mean?
Not racing.
Yeah, he's done a few.
Oh, he's done
Yeah, he doesn't race full time. I don't think it's full time. I could be wrong with that. But I think that it's just to the point where you want somebody to help launch the program that's an established name and to get somebody out there and put the bike up front, right? Have them up there, but maybe not win the championship, not make you go broke. And then after that, you can sell a rider like who's a 250 guy. Like, I mean, dude, Chance could end up leaving Honda. Chance Hymas, Shimoda, whenever he goes to 450s, you could be like, hey, I want to sign.
He's probably going to have to leave Honda though, because they got Hunter and Jet there.
Yeah. I mean, like, where else would you go? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't think that Tomac is the right choice to lead your program for 5 years. I think he's a good bridge
for
guy.
5 years.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say for 5 years. I'm saying the next 2 years solid for
sure.
Like and that's what he's looking for is a 2-year deal.
I just don't think he'd win in next year, like in the year after for sure. I don't know if I would say that because you're gonna have in Supercross maybe, but in outdoors you're gonna have Hayden Deegan bump up. So you're gonna have another guy that I think could challenge.
So let me ask you this: if he smokes Jet and wins the outdoor championship
this year,
is that going to change your mindset on everything?
No.
Why?
Father time.
Eventually, you think just by next year he's just going to be like,
dude,
I'm slow, dude.
Age comes at you fast.
No, it does,
and it sucks.
I feel it every time I get out of bed.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It sucks. Is
like I got to pee like 2 times every night.
Oh, that's the other thing too. That's the other thing. Injuries. He's been hurt multiple times the past few years, right?
Yeah, but he's not an injury-prone guy. That's just stupid off little injuries that he had. He's not.
He's gotten hurt the last 2 seasons.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Those, but not.
But in his career,
he's not an injury guy.
There's a couple times that he's missed. I can't remember, but
not much.
Oh, you know who's going to fact check us?
Mike Gomes.
Mike Gomes.
Do it,
freaking bastard.
Do it.
You're going to do it.
I actually want to know all the details on that.
I don't know. I just
from the time that he moved to Geico Honda.
All the times he got injured,
all injuries. I need to know.
I guarantee he'll send us the exact number.
He probably will. Freaking chat GBT.
But so whatever happens, I don't know. If it was a dream scenario of where Tomac would go, I would like to see him go to Ducati. I think he could help that program. I want to see. Apparently, Gas is going to stay and Husky's going away.
I told you that.
Like, that's crazy.
I told you that.
That's dumb.
Remember?
I don't know why you would do that. Husqvarna seems like the better brand.
I told you they're going to shelf it for a year.
That's weird. Yeah,
I told you that. All right.
You know what I don't like?
I told you.
You know what I don't like? I don't like this Chinese company taking over KTM.
Money, dude.
I'm just going to say it.
Money.
I'm just going to say it.
So
I'm an American. So I don't like these Chinese companies coming over.
Red Rum Ram says Eli should stay loyal to Yamaha. Too many guys bounce around. Eli is comfortable and he has the grit and fan base.
It's not.
He should. Stop it. He should show loyalty to the fans and the other riders that bounce around. There's not that many super top factory guys don't really bounce around. It's more like the privateers that bounce around. But there's not too many people that you could sit there and say, well, Chase might be. He'll be on his freaking third one.
But it's not Eli leaving. They're not.
They just don't.
No, so that's what I'm telling that guy.
Yes.
Eli is not leaving. He's not choosing to leave.
Maybe he should take a pay cut so we can stay at Yamaha.
Maybe, but
we're been on this for too long. Let's move on.
I know.
Let's
we could
talk about
this forever.
You know what I did here? when Jet signed with HRC, he said one of his conditions were they have to sign Hunter.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Just a few years ago, Hunter was not he was good, but he wasn't like he is now.
Dude, he's good.
That's just what I heard and what I was told, that was one of the conditions for Jet going to HRC.
Was it the same guy that told you about the Husky thing?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I haven't heard that. I don't think so. I think they really,
that's
because
pretty
he
cool
won
as a brother,
championships. Yeah, of course. But
you know what I mean? Like, hey, yeah, but my brother comes with me.
I think it's also because Hunter won championships. And so it's easier to be like, hey, you're a champion for our brand. Do you mean like originally? No, because Hunter was first. Hunter was first.
From Geico to
Hunter was first.
To HRC.
Hunter was first. Oh, so, well, yeah, but Hunter came to Honda first. So he was already on the team. And then he won the champion. He's the older brother. So I don't know. Maybe it could have been something. You're not too off. Like I would say like, oh, but I don't think that they would have those kind of demands. I don't think so. I just think that Honda was smart to be like, hey, dude, these are going to be two of the best guys. We need to keep both of them.
I'm saying if that was the case, hey, look, dude, it paid off.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, dude, they were flying. We saw them at, dude, the funniest thing ever is they ride each other's bikes.
Oh, yeah. What was the deal with Hunter
Paris.
riding? Oh, so, okay. I can tell you, actually. I watched a video. I think who told me this?
Crooksy?
No, somebody told me this. Who told me this? Oh, it was Kyle. Kyle
ETS?
From ETS. He said Hunter rides Jet's bike when Jet can't figure out what's going on with it.
Oh,
because
yeah,
Hunter's the test guy. Yes. Jet's not the test guy.
Yeah.
So he'll be like, Hunter, ride my bike, figure out what's going on with it. So Hunter will ride it. So you think that's what was going on?
No. So I talked to Cam, Hunter's mechanic today, and Christian, Jet's mechanic, threw a freaking apple piece at me. He was trying to hit somebody else and he hit me in the head. I told him I'm gonna throw a freaking banana at his head next time I see him. And he goes, follow it with 2 apples. Kind of made me laugh. But
Jeff, good question.
Cam said that the reason they do it is they will put kind of a funky setting in one bike and they'll have each of them ride it. And then that way they kind of have like a base setup in one and that they know is going to work. And then they maybe try something different in Jet's bike or something like that.
Their bike settings can't be too far off.
Dude, they weigh the same.
No, I'm just saying their whole settings can't be too far off.
No, and like that's what he was saying. He goes, a lot of people get upset that they do that, but they're very similar riders. They're very similar builds. They're very similar with how they have feeling and all that kind of stuff. I was like, all right, that's actually kind of cool.
Jet wanted Hunter to ride it because he's like, hey, this feels weird. Can you figure out what's going on?
Could have been.
Jeff Patton-Nato? I don't know his name. I'm sorry, dude. He said, any confirmation on Sexton throwing his helmet and leaving?
He did not throw his helmet. He was upset. I talked to a couple different people. You
sure he didn't throw his helmet?
He didn't, from what I was told, is he didn't leave in like a storm or anything like that.
What about the helmet throw?
I cannot confirm nor deny that. But I know that he left walking under his own power without a limp, without like any hindrance whatsoever, stuff like that. And that he is feeling so right now. What are you doing? You leaving?
No, right back.
That he's feeling so. And
he's feeling so.
I don't think
he's not coming back to Redbud until Redbud.
I don't know if that's true, dude. Like I don't know. I know he's not saying anything. And so what happened?
Here's something that does piss me off about this sport.
Nobody talks.
Dude, why hide the injuries? Yeah. I don't understand it. Why hide it as much as they do? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think
you can go to an NFL game, right? In the very first quarter, somebody can get hurt by halftime. They're telling you what happened and he's broken,
Correct.
blah, blah, blah. He's out for whatever.
Correct. I think that
I don't understand it, dude. Why?
That could be improved 1,000%. And
until the riders come back and then their first race back and they're like, oh, they did shitty. And then they're like, oh, I've been dealing with this injury. Why didn't you just say it then?
Did you see what happened with Hunter? So Hunter, around the pits, it was around the pits that he was having shoulder issues and bike issues.
No.
And then, but when people asked him in the media interviews, he said, I had 0 health issues. I'm fine.
I don't understand it, dude. Is it the riders or is it their team?
Somebody's lying.
Yeah, but who's making you lie?
I don't know.
Is it you? Is it because you're just trying to please your sponsors? So you're just trying to make up BS things if you do poor?
I don't know what.
Then why wouldn't you want to say that? Yeah, I'm hurt, dude. I'm not going to perform that well today.
Sans Pure I think he's from New Zealand. Shout out my Kiwi friend. is he said it has to be improved if they are betting. Like, you can bet on races. So this stuff has to get better. Like,
especially if you're gonna gamble on the races, they're gonna have to tell you who's injured and who's not injured, because it's gonna screw you.
Yeah, because right now you have no idea if you could bet on Sexton to do anything. So about his goggles, I reached out to somebody and they said that it was from Roost that hit the goggles, damaged the goggles where he couldn't see, so he threw them off. If you see I have a video, the opera video that I always do, like the Step Brothers video. That was the very first lap. He's already trying to pull his goggles off. Like, it happened immediately.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just don't see how your goggles can get warped just in the corner to where it's screwing up your whole vision.
I don't either. But you're telling me right now, if I had to pull my goggles off, I'm immediately stopping and putting new goggles on.
Your mechanic already had them ready for you.
If you get hit in the eye with a rock and it makes you go blind,
it's gonna hurt.
God forbid, makes you go blind, you can't ride anymore.
No.
Like, just pull over.
The only reason I threw my goggles off when my race and that mud race I did is because it was a mud race and I could see better with them off.
But you're not going that fast.
No, what?
Like anybody in mud, dude. No, anybody in mud is going slower.
I was flying.
Alex Ray was flying.
Yeah, he was, dude. He lapped me.
Yeah.
Alex Ray lapped me. That's all right. I'll take that.
But I don't know. I think that was kind of wild.
Let me ask you this.
Crazy.
Do you know, because they're in confirmation, did Chase started the day hat forward or backwards? Do you know?
Forward.
It was forward
Mm-hmm.
because Jet was there.
Should have put it on backwards.
Should have
rocked that hat backwards.
Do you think that's a thing when Lawrence is on the gate, it gets in his head? Because he thinks he's going to have to push so much harder to win.
When you would say that when in Supercross and stuff like that, when Jet was there and like outdoors last year, when he was there, like whenever Jet was around, I really didn't think so.
He doesn't do the best when Jet's around, dude.
But now it just continues to happen whenever Jet's there. He just does not have good races. It's not like Chase is finishing second, like 2 seconds behind.
No.
He's having pretty bad races.
Or he's crashing.
Yeah.
Is it because Jet's on the gate and he knows I have to, in order for me to win, I'm going to have to push my limit?
I don't know.
And then it just screws him over.
I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I had the answer for you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside that guy's head. I don't think it's fully that. I think that there's an element to you having to believe in yourself and having a belief system that you can do something in order to do it, especially at this level.
Yeah.
And if you don't know that, you just don't do as good. I don't know.
No, I don't know, dude. I wish I had the answer for that. Wish I had the answer. You need some new Dunlop stickers.
I know they keep coming off, dude.
It's not coming off. It just looks like you went through some corners.
Yeah, I did. I'm riding fast. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, like I was impressed by Jet, Eli, Hunter, AP, Cooper, Prado. I thought I don't know why I thought I would expect a little bit more out of Prado. Anderson did better than I thought.
Yeah, but this is his first. Well, this is.
I talked to him today about it.
Who, Prado?
Yeah, I talked to him today about it. He said like
that's gonna be my new favorite rider.
He's good, dude.
Yeah,
he's good. But I think he's going to continue to improve, especially. So you know what track he's looking forward to riding the most? Could you guess?
Thunder Valley.
Nope. Last chance.
Redbud.
Nope.
Hold on.
I told you one more.
My next one.
Yeah, Southwick. That's the one that he's looking.
Because it's more like an MXGP track.
That's what he said. He said, I kind of circled Southwick as like a track I'm looking forward to riding.
Because it's more like MXGP style.
Yeah. And so I thought that was kind of cool though. Savacci doing what he did.
Who?
RJ, Joey. Savacci. RJ was impressive. The two GP guys were super impressive. Benoit and Valentine, however you say it. And Grant Harlan. I mean, those guys did really well, dude.
They did.
They really did.
Let's just get to what everybody wants to know. What was up with Jet security guard? What was up with Jet security guard?
MX Sports hired him. It was not Jet.
For Jet.
It was for Jet.
Because
I still don't know why.
Because Lucas Lurkin was running around?
Myrtle.
Or do you think, was he getting death threats?
I don't know. Nobody would even talk about it.
But there's a lot of videos that I've seen. I came out, I'm not gonna say I came out first saying was he possibly getting death threats? And then I started watching other videos and a bunch of other people are saying the same thing.
I don't know.
I'm wondering if I'm sure he has, dude. I'm sure he has.
I mean, yeah, but from like trolls, not from like real
trolls. Yes.
You know, like.
So here's my thoughts on it. Jet Lawrence was what, 16 years old?
Bro, you have no idea. Oh, when he did it?
The amount of stupid crap that I'd done when I was 16 to 38, just a couple of years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. When I was a teenager, dude, oh my gosh.
I will tell you, it's never okay to say that word.
No, it's not at all.
It sucks that it happened. It's abuse of all different things.
Yeah, it's
You're
terrible.
taking advantage of a kid. Just the whole situation
sucks. The video itself,
dude,
it was childish to put out, especially something that happens for so long ago.
Some filmer out there that did that, kept that footage, stored it, and then probably got paid by Lucas to release it.
They should. Well, it was the whole that video was the whole video of him doing that
allegedly.
Interview. You know what I mean?
Allegedly, all this is alleged. I
but
get sued.
All that footage is always saved, regardless of what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But the fact that he went back that far to try to find it and everything is just kind of.
I think he knew. I think he
had it in his back pocket.
Yes,
the whole time?
I think he had that the entire time as blackmail.
Yeah,
he's allegedly blackmailing other riders to keep them to stay with him. Allegedly.
So like I said, it's not okay to say that word. It's not. You can tell he was very regretful for it, and it was something that happened a long time ago. So attacking the guy now,
just let it
for
go,
something that happened 5 years ago,
let it go,
is not okay. Because how would you want somebody coming after you for something you did 5 years ago?
I agree.
Leave the crap in the past. Look forward to the future. He is a more mature, better person now. Leave it at that.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
when I put it on that video that I said, I kind of mixed up my words a little bit. I said, is it because of the things that have come out he said recently? But what I meant was like the things that came out recently. That
yeah. I think people understood.
Nah, not everybody did.
Dude,
when you get views, bro, the comments are
vicious.
They're pretty crazy.
When I was on the gate and I saw that security guard, I literally thought, I'm looking around and I'm like, nobody else is anybody else seeing this?
The reason I picked your video to do my video off of is because you have the best one.
Oh, dude, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, I had to pull out my phone. I'm like, there's no freaking way that there's this armed security guard with a shiesty on, dude, and
a gold chain.
Dude, I was like shocked by the whole thing.
Let me ask you this. Did you get a closer look? Was he black or was he Samoan?
I think he was Hawaiian or something like that.
It's like Samoan, huh?
Yeah.
He wasn't really. I don't think he was either. I was trying to look at other videos.
That dude did not look like somebody to mess with.
No,
he looked gnarly.
The fact that he was walking around the race wearing a shiesty, bro.
But you know what was interesting?
That's because he's probably shiesty.
You know what was interesting? He had him in the first moto. I had no idea if he was there in the second moto. Was he there? Were you at the? You weren't up there, huh? So I wasn't on the podium or at the start. So I don't know if he was there in the second moto. But after the race, he was nowhere to be found.
Or was he lurking in the background somewhere?
I was everywhere. I did not see him.
Or was he out in the parking lot taking care of Lucas Lurkin?
Yeah, Lucas Lurkin. Lucas. Yeah, I don't know. Either or, that kind of works. But Jet was walking around doing the press conference at his pit, all that stuff, and he was nowhere. So I'm like, this dude just came to be with you on the gate?
Maybe he went to an area. He only had to be in the areas that people could get to Jet, because everywhere else had higher security clearance and all that.
That's a good point. Yeah, because technically you could jump the gate and run over really if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But for the pits, you couldn't really do that.
I see that. Colt Nichols, because he crashed, he threw his goggles on the ground right where I was at. Some kid, probably 8 years old, jumped the fence,
grabbed him,
the track, grabbed him, ran back.
That's gangster, dude.
I would have took him.
But yeah, so I don't know. That whole deal was freaking gnarly. But everybody that was saying that Jet hired him, he didn't. It was MX Sports. They hired him and we're there. What?
I'm not going to say his whole name, but it says Mookie over Tomac. That's like trading in a Lamborghini for a shopping cart with a wobbly wheel.
I'd take it.
Deegan posted a funny long. with his security, made me laugh. Oh yeah, with Jagger.
Yeah,
that
with
was
Jagger
great,
Craig.
That was great.
Christian Craig's son, dude. That was freaking funny. So
this guy's actually got a really point. I wish I could pronounce your name, dude. Jacquin. They said if anyone tried doing anything, the fans would do more than the security guard, guaranteed.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Probably.
No, but yeah, I mean, our sport isn't about that, dude. I don't really understand. I didn't really understand that too much.
Do work, son.
So moving off Jet, Cooper Webb, his bike blowing up.
Oh, what was it?
his motor blew up.
His motor blew up?
Yeah, well, dude.
But as he was going by, leaking oil? Was that why he was smoking?
Yeah, and like everybody apparently on the broadcast, they said they thought it was shock oil or coolant or something like that. And I'm like, Robbie, you and I did not grow up like the richest.
No, dude, we grew up really poor.
And we know the smell of burning oil.
Yeah.
Like in cars.
Yeah.
And
we do, dude.
And
that we do.
And it was burning oil.
Yeah.
Like, and every single time we went by, and like, I remember talking to people that was around, and I'm like, that is the most dangerous thing you could possibly do. Luckily, the way it blew up is it just died, like a slow die. It didn't just seize. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't just seize up where it locked up. I'm glad it didn't. He went to go over a jump, and apparently, I was talking to Cam today, same Cam that was Hunter's mechanic. Uh-oh. Did we lose? Oh, we lost visual.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Put it on the Mac.
Ethan. Switch batteries. Hold on, people.
If you can hear us,
they can hear us.
Keep saying.
You know what's funny is I don't even know if this battery has charge on it. It's underneath. Yeah.
Can you just hook it up to your laptop real quick?
I mean, I could.
If that battery doesn't have anything.
Yes, but not yet. I won't. Try that. See if that works. Hold on. Sorry, media. Technical difficulties.
Stay on Top Media says Coop was over revving that shit like crazy.
Yeah, he was, and he was like getting in trouble for that too.
Red Rum Ram says E-Dog, don't fail us.
Oh, what happened? Did we screw up? Hold on, does it turn on or no? Whoops. No. Oh man, we just died.
It's all right, dude. Just go straight to the computer. Stevie, Supercross voices. Stevie Wonder in this.
Dude, sorry. All right, our camera died.
Hey, welcome back to the show, Supercross voices.
We're on a ghetto MacBook camera now. So the battery died.
In the middle, dude.
I don't know. It might not be better.
Yeah, but we're gonna put me away in the corner.
Don't ever put baby in the corner. All right. Okay. There you go.
That's perfect, actually.
So. What was I talking about? Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
So he was.
What's up with Ralph and all the comments, dude?
He was getting in trouble. He was getting in trouble for using his clutch too much and all that kind of stuff. So it was just like, all right, like
he was getting in trouble.
Yeah, like his mechanics were yelling at him for using his clutch too much.
But they have Eli on the team.
Eli doesing use a clutch.
Yes, he does.
That dude only uses a throttle.
No, he does. He works the crap out of his clutch.
So I don't know. Hangtown predictions.
Eli Tomac, Jet Lawrence, Hunter.
That's your top three? Yep. What about 250s?
Dagan, Juju, Shimoda.
Okay. I'll take 250s. I'll say Dagan, Chance, Shimoda. Yeah. Dagan, Chance, Shimoda. 450s, Jet, Hunter, Eli.
You know that's one of Eli's best tracks, right?
Yeah.
But you put him at third?
Until he proves me otherwise. Just like I'm never
until
going.
He comes and gives you a hug?
No. Until he wins. Once he wins, then maybe I'll put him as the winner.
He had a 90-second lead at Hangtown, right?
Don't care.
Okay. I'm just saying.
It was, but it's the same thing as Jet. It's the exact same thing with Jet. Is until Jet loses, I'm still going to pick Jet.
AP does great at Hangtown too.
Yeah, so I want
shout out
AP
Jeff
to do
for
really
saying that. Road to Moto, Dagan, Jet. So 1-1 both of them. Stay on Top Media. Eli goes 2-1. I'll go with that one for sure. Stay on Top Media says also Deegs 1-1.
Yeah, he's gonna go 1-1 probably.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Did I miss anything else?
No.
Pretty
solid.
Happy early birthday. You're about to be freaking old, dude.
Yeah. I feel it.
How you gonna be 52?
52, bro. Could you imagine if I was 50?
You're gonna be eventually.
No.
10 years.
I had a customer of mine when I was talking to her the other day, and she's like, I thought you were like 26. I'm like,
oh, good. Thank you.
Like, all right, I'll take it. I'm about to be
40. Sorry about the video difficulties, but we'll figure it out. Luckily, we had our own Jamie from Joe Rogan podcast.
Put him on camera. Put him on camera.
No. But anyways, ETS Racing Fuel, Luxon clamps, Yoshimura exhaust, factory effects. If you want your dirt bikes to look really good, factory effects.
That's right.
And Albetco. Go out there and get you a bag when those things get launched out here in the US.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You can have all those things, but if you don't have ETS in there, dude, your bike's just gonna go slow.
Ain't gonna matter. So
yeah,
thank you guys for watching.
That Yoshimura pipe on there to push that fuel out.
Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
See you later.
Can't believe the camera died, dang.
Stay on top meter says Ando is washed.
Ooh.
I wouldn't go that far. He's definitely at his end, but I wouldn't. Dude, doing this without the headphones on sucks.
See you guys.